Kozy Beauty channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my experience going overseas internationally for the first time to Paris, France. So stay tuned and keep watching, and I'll see you then. I will say that I have no regrets. I'm glad I went. I'm so glad I went, because the crazy thing is when we left. So we did go to a restaurant on that Sunday afternoon, kind of mid-noon, for brunch. And the restaurant that I am speaking about is called Kozy. I did do my personal research on this restaurant, so I definitely highly recommend going there if you want like a brunch kind of setting, especially if you're a hotel in the area that I did recommend, and or the hotel that we actually went to. But even if you have to take a drive out there, at least, you know, recommend going out there at least one day for maybe a Sunday brunch if you have a Sunday, or maybe just like a Monday morning early that day. But they're a really good coffee brunch shop to go to. They have really good food. So I am going to show you a couple of clips and pictures of it, of course. So the first restaurant I went to was Kozy. Oh my goodness, you guys. So Kozy is a great, I want to say, brunch, cafe, coffee place, little tiny shop. And when they say it's cozy, it is cozy. Like, they have little couches, little sofas, and of course tables for you to eat. Now, I've always been told they have some great gluten-free options, and they do have some great like orange juice, and they also do have some great coffee. That's why I picked this place. So we went there and we kind of got there on time, but I was so disappointed. Like, they have, I believe, the gluten-free pancakes or the gluten-free waffles. I missed the waffles. I missed the pancakes. I got there maybe 20-30 minutes late, and I missed it. But I was like, listen, this is my last night. I got to eat something. Like, I have to have something from Kozy. So I ordered me a walnut brownie with blueberries and raspberries. Now, of course, again, I'm the kind of person, I like to be extra, but there's nothing wrong with being extra, especially when you're in another country. So why not? You're on vacay. Why not? So I had them add blueberries and raspberry. It does not come with this. This is just me. I just wanted something because I was mad that I missed the pancakes, of course, and I would have had blueberries with my pancakes, but I have to substitute for something. So I figured, why not? So that's exactly what I did. I did order me a walnut brownie, and it was gluten-free, you guys. Oh my God. That brownie was like, OMG. Like, it was melt in your mouth. Like, gooey, chewy, just so beyond phenomenal good. And if I could go back to Paris, France, I probably would go back and get that brownie. But it was so good. And then I ordered me a cappuccino kind of coffee with the little cute little flower, that decoration that they put on it. I did have that. I kept putting sugar in it because, again, I like stuff to be sweet. And everything that I kept eating, I kept either putting sugar in it. That was supposed to be originally sweet. I kept putting sugar in it. But I had a really great time. So when we got there, and we were placing, they were on a wait list. They had people like on a wait list to come in because the place was full from breakfast that morning. And I was sad that I missed the pancakes that I wanted to order, but I put my name on the list, and the guy was like, so I wrote my name down. I wrote it as Casey. And he was like, Casey? And then he looked at my mom. He said, American? And my mom said, uh-huh. And then so he was like, okay. So we walked back out because our driver literally told us to be safe. And he was standing waiting around. And I said, no, we're good. We'll probably get another Uber. You can leave. And he was like, well, please be safe. And he was really nice. He took us on a detour. I'm going to show you the pictures and stuff like that. He took us on a detour. And so I gave him a really great rating. I gave all the Uber drivers a good rating, except for that man that literally canceled and charged me $6 and left me at the docks, abandoned me at the docks. Really, left me stranded. Okay? Didn't even give me a ride. Didn't even try to find me. He just went on to the next one. Okay? So, anyway, we are literally trying to figure out what is going on. Like, this is the beginning, you guys. The beginning of the strike in Paris, France. Yes. I had no idea what was going on, but we were on the tip of them doing the strike. And at the time, they were already we were watching like the news or watching some stuff that was going on in Paris, France, and we kept hearing about these stuff and violence and I guess these raids, these riots happening. So we were trying to make sure that we stay out of that, like all to like away from that. It was scary, but that happened like Sunday, early Sunday morning. So we're waiting for the guy to actually come and get us, right? And next thing I know, we're walking back, and the guy sees me walk away. Like, he literally sees me walk away after I put my name on the thing. He sees me walk away, and my driver keeps pinging me, like, he's here. And I'm like, go ahead and cancel because you already got this destination. He said, well, please be safe. And I said, thank you. I said, you have a nice day, and that was it. So he left, and the man thought that we were leaving because we were talking to him, and he screamed out, he said, Kozy! And I'm just like, yes? And he was like, I have a table for you. And I was like, okay, we weren't leaving. And like this girl looked at me like, she looked at me like, what? Like, what happened? Like, did this girl just cut in front of me? Like, she looked at me like that. I was like, I didn't do nothing. Like, I'm looking at her like, I didn't do nothing. I literally put my name on the list. The man called me. I guess I'm getting seated, okay? Come to find out, the same girl that was looking at me crazy, she was from New York. And so she sat down with her friends because they needed a bigger table. It was just me and my mom. So we got sat right at the front of the actual restaurant where, in the inside, we wanted an inside seat. And I sat in a little sofa couch. My mom sat at the actual, like, and we had a small little table. And it's very cozy. It's very comfortable in there. And I sat there and I ordered my food. My mom ordered avocado toast with the pomegranate on it, and then she ordered bacon. Now, when you order bacon in Paris, France, you need to make sure that you order it a certain way, especially if you're the kind of person that likes to eat bacon, like you like it nice and crispy. Their bacon is not like our bacon. Their bacon is like kind of like not. It was kind of like really thin. It tastes more like a ham more than an actual crisp bacon. Now, you're probably looking at me like, aren't you vegetarian? Like, how you know what bacon is? I used to eat meat, you know, just to go on the limb and just say that. I used to be a huge meat eater until I actually decided to become pescatarian. So, I know how bacon is supposed to taste. Trust me, I used to love bacon. Now, I don't eat that no more. But, anyway, so, for the most part, she ordered it, and she was like, my bacon is not, it's not like that crisp. And I was like, it's probably because the way you order it. Did you tell them that you wanted crisp? And she was like, well, no, it's kind of, but it was good. She still ate it. She was good. She just realized it's more like a fried kind of ham. Like, their bacon is kind of like a ham kind of texture. It's not crisp like bacon. It's supposed to be where you put that nice crunch to it, or not burnt crunch. It's just supposed to have that nice crisp, like how bacon texture is supposed to be, but it wasn't that way for her. And so we ended up talking to the table next to us, and we was like, where are you guys from? And they was like, from New York. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, oh, we're from South Carolina. And I was like, because I figured at some point or another, she was looking at us like, oh, okay, y'all from, and I was like, so how do y'all like it so far in Paris, France? She was like, it's all right. I feel like it's a little overrated. And I'm not going to lie, you guys. Like, I wouldn't be here and not being honest. Like, I felt like Paris, France was a nice trip and it was great, but I do feel like the hype that people have been hyping up over it, I felt like it was not that experience for me. I will go again. I will say that. I will come back again to Paris, France, but hopefully it's under different conditions, and hopefully the same experience doesn't happen to me, because next time I'll make sure I get it right this time. But not saying it's not enjoyable, but I had fun. I wish there were some moments that I could scratch out. And like, again, I said I don't regret anything. But again, sometimes when you think about it, some things are a little bit hyped up until you experience it. And your experience may not be nothing like my experience. But again, that was just me. And they've been to Paris, France before, but they actually wanted to go because of a friend. And they did encounter, and this is what a lot of people keep talking about. I didn't have this experience, and I'm so thankful I didn't, but I did run into some craziness, of course. But they ran into experience when people were pickpocketing them, like literally stealing stuff out of their pocket. And they were on the train, and one of the dudes tried to steal their phone. Like, that is crazy. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, and she said it wasn't until she punked him, you know, like, come on now, like, do better. Like, you should know better not to steal from a New Yorker, okay? Like, that's nothing to play with. But I just thought that was so crazy. Like, and I said, well, did you get your phone back? She said, yeah, I got my phone. She said, it wasn't until I punked him that he actually gave my friend her phone back. I was like, wow, crazy. But overall, like, I literally enjoyed being at Kozy. Like, Kozy had a very great atmosphere, where I felt comfortable, and the people there and the owner there was so nice. I got seated right away, even though he thought I was leaving, but I was not. So, you know, we got that cleared up. But I did have a great time there. And shortly after, we were getting Uber driver. We were waiting for our Uber driver to come pick us up. And they were kind of to let us stay in the shop and sit down while we wait, because they were getting close to like noon or afternoonish, where, you know, things are coming down. They're not as packed as early in the day. But I do recommend ordering the orange juice. I did not try the orange juice myself, but I did speak with those ladies, and the orange juice is their specialty, one of their specialty drinks. Like, they always recommend it, so I will go on a limb and recommend, you know, trying it. I didn't try the orange juice because I wanted something nice and hot and warm, and that's just me. But we actually left, and we ended up getting back to our hotel. And I told my mom, I said, you know what, I said, let's go ahead and get a reservation. We went to another place, our last night, and I will show pictures of that as well. Our last night was probably the best night, and I say that for a reason, because we walked to another restaurant. I did put in a reservation, and we got to eat outside. It was windy, very windy out there. I did take a full body shot picture, and I have a picture of me and my mom. But we ate there. We had fries, we had cod, fish. It was so good. Like, and we did have they had some kind of pineapple kind of drink, because I didn't want to drink. I didn't want another drink for that night. So I was just like, I'm good. I need to be able to get myself ready, prepared for my flight tomorrow morning. Sunday was our last night. And I got to see Paris, France, which is the Eiffel Tower again. I did get to see that for I want to say the second to third time. We went to this restaurant and went inside. We literally went inside, and it was crazy because we got to eat outside. Like, it was nice. And I'll show you a couple clips and, of course, a couple pictures, of course, with that. So you probably will see that at this moment. We took a bunch of pictures of the food, the atmosphere, and we got to see the number one thing, like, officially without anything being in the way. We at the actual Eiffel Tower again at night, and I didn't vlog it. I literally just, for the most part, because I got majority of that from when I went on the cruise, but I did take a lot of pictures of it, and it was just nice. It was one of those moments that it needed to be done to end the night and be in Paris and France. Like, it did justice for the stuff that I encountered. It did justice. So on that note, I had an amazing time. And with that being said, like, the actual hostess and waiters, they were really nice to us as well. They were very funny. They were cracking me up. They had me laughing. One of the dudes, when we came in there, he was dancing and stuff, and I caught him dancing. He didn't mean to dance, but it was just funny. And I guess one of the waiters, he took our picture for us. He was really nice. So I will list down below the actual restaurant we went to. I'll tell you what that is, of course, in the description box, so you'll definitely see that. But other than that, I had a great time. Like, Paris was crazy, but overall, I had a great time. Like, again, I don't regret the experience. And sure enough, when we got back to the hotel, we ended up walking to the hotel, and we ended up walking, of course, and it was cold, but I enjoyed it. We ended up walking back to our hotel, and we ended up getting some rest and getting ready to actually depart from Paris, France early that morning. And the crazy thing is that the driver that was supposed to pick us up, which was in our travel package, they still arrived to try to come pick us up, tried to redeem themselves. I told the manager that, knows my situation, because I told them as soon as I actually got to the hotel what happened and what I encountered. I told her to dismiss him because I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to speak to them. I just was that disappointed with their services. They already have bad reviews. They already have so much stuff going with them, and I did not even want to even pull it with them. I wanted to just hurry up and get back to the States, get back to the United States, and just be done. But I feel so bad for the people who actually was coming into the hotel and coming in after me, because I'm going to say this, you guys. The day that we left, which was Monday, was actually the week that they were going to encounter this whole strike. Paris, France was going on strike because of the workforce. And I am so thankful and so happy that I did not encounter, and I feel so bad for the people who were coming in and starting their week, because I left on a Monday and people were basically stranded. I thought I had it bad, but they were stranded from the airport. There was nothing there. Nobody picked them up. They were stranded. So after I left Tuesday, the next day that we came back, they were already Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, bam. Not even a couple days after we came back. I kid you not, they went into strike. Crazy. And I feel horrible because a lot of people got stranded. People were coming probably to Paris, France. And I'm like, everybody kept telling me in the beginning, you should wait until next year. Well, guess what? Next year was 2020. And what did we encounter? COVID-19. And you really wanted me to wait for that? I don't think so. So, on that note, we were able to get to our airport and our flight on time. That morning we took an Uber driver, very nice guy, took us there, was very nice. He did talk to us and everything like that. Got us there safely, got to the airport, got in our seat, and we were good. Good. I didn't have to worry about anything. And I do have a couple pictures of us leaving, you guys. So you definitely can check that out. Thank you for taking your time out to watch this video. And for those who feel like someone is telling you that you shouldn't do this and do that, meaning that you should not travel, let me tell you something. Life is too short and stuff be happening. If you know in your gut that this is your year or this is your time, take it. Take the opportunity. Be safe with it, but take the opportunity to do you, okay? And I wish you guys the best. I wish you the most safe time that you ever had. And please check out my videos to at least go over those things. And make sure you check your list and you check it twice. Make sure you do everything you need to do to not avoid it. I know things happen, but they can definitely be avoided. So on that note, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for staying here. And also, if you have not done so, please like and subscribe to this video and share it with your family and friends. And I will see you on my next one. Bye.